Luzardo.
Jazz. Jazz.
More funny.
Jazz. Hello and welcome to another player profile and projection here on Talkin Yanks. We are talking about the one, the only Jazrado Helmis Chisholm Jr. from Nassau, home of Pirates. Home of Pirates. Bats left, throws right. Second baseman for your New York Yankees. Got traded over last year. Will be on the team next year. Contracted for next year. Told us to be more funny. So, Jake?
This guy's the sweet music when he's right, huh?
Laugh track. Ha ha ha.
Jazz in my pants. Jazz came over. He made quite the splash. 500 slugging with the Yanks, a 130 OPS plus. 18 homers. Or no, excuse me, 11 homers and 18 steals in a really brief period of time. So we saw the talent. He was playing a position he's never played before, which, again, he did yeoman's work over there, all things considered. And, yeah, he's going back to second base, a more comfortable position, a high-level defensive position for him. It felt like, and this is obnoxious Yankee stuff, but this is Yankees profile and projections, he got a little bit of the Yankee magic. He left one of the doomed franchises in baseball and left that where he was the only borderline all-star baseball player to now he was on a team of MVPs and stars and all of that he actually felt the juice of the fans and playing every day and the at-bats mattering more. That you hope if that rolls into a full season, you're talking about one of the better second basemen in baseball.
Oh, snap. That was lit.
No jokes here, Jazzy.
Great rundown on Jazz. Let's see. I'm looking at the postseason because that was a bit of a struggle. And that's the difference maker here is I am a fan of Jazz. I had heard all stories, him and the Miggy stuff in the Miami, the odd quotes around that. And I was skeptical, and I have some old quotes being like, I don't know, Jazz. It seems like you were in the wrong. After coming over and hearing him get interviewed day in, day out, and seeing him play day in, day out, proven wrong, egg on my face, cleaned it up, feel great about where I'm at now. I like Jazz. I'm rooting for him to perform well and be fun because that seems like that's what he wants too.
One of the most athletic Yankees we've seen in a long time. I think we went back to like Alfonso Soriano. Sure, you can mix in some other speedsters, but like every day what he does on the baseball field. I mean, some of the scoring plays are like full tilt Jazz on the bases is a speed you don't see a lot of not true speedsters run with. But yeah, let's get him back to second base. Let's keep him healthy. In the middle of the lineup, we believe.
Fifth. I think Boone said he's going to be batting fifth when he was talking to us. Jazz should be really dynamic there. He's walking a lot. Spring training, he's the only one walking. So I'd be interested if he could add that to his game. I'd like him to add more slap to his game. Like, I think that his natural swing is going to be Didi-esque, and he will just find home runs at Yankee Stadium, and he doesn't need to go out and search for them.
Right.
And that felt like the sweet spot when Didi had those years in 17, 18, whatever they were. You always see the lefties come over and kind of hunt it out, especially he hit so many homers when he first came over. And then he does have the ability to go bat on ball and get on. But I'm interested to see his approach because, I mean, he did say he was going to win a Silver Slugger, so I don't know if he's got that on the mind.
It seems like he has that on the mind, if I had to guess.
Yeah. He's from the Bahamas, but when he was 12, he moved to a place similar to the Bahamas, Wichita, Kansas.
Right.
So
the Bahamas of the middle.
That's Bahamas of Kansas, maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows? I didn't know that, so he had to. Does he love Kansas? He adopted a Little League World Series player last year. Forgot about that.
All right. The whole thing.
Yeah, he said
That's cool.
this guy's name was like Reese McGee or something like that. And now he said, I'm your brother.
Is that fully made up?
Russell McGee.
Okay. See?
Reese McGee is better.
Okay. Shout out Russell. Yeah, I think there was only one flaw in Jazz's game, which that feels kind of crazy to say because I feel like there's years we've said that about Judge. There's years we'd say that about really good baseball players. His two-strike approach is just kind of flail. It's almost like he doesn't want to strike out so badly that he does.
It was, I don't know how his numbers stack up around the league because everyone's going to be worse on two strikes.
Right.
That's natural. But it did seem, especially in the postseason run, that once you got to two strikes, it was like they can kind of throw anything here.
Yeah, I'm going through some of his stats right now, and even like even if he was down 0-1 and 1-1, like the numbers really aren't that bad. They're in fact good, which you don't see that with a lot of players, especially 0-1. 0-1, a lot of players, that doesn't end the at-bat, but your numbers go to very much below league average. After 0-1 counts last year, Jazz was a 408 1.125 hitter.
After 0-1, he was...
Or excuse me, in 0-1 counts.
Okay, so in 0-1 counts...
After 0-1, he does go down. But in
what
0-1
was it?
counts,
What was
he
his
great.
0-1 count? Say it again. I think it's going to be good.
408, 431, a 1.125 OPS, which is like very good.
Man, because baseball started with those two Japanese series games, there's
Right.
like a splits page on Baseball Reference. I was like, this cannot be right.
Right.
It's just two games. So it's not right. League average 0-1 count last year was, holy shit. It's really good. 847 OPS.
Well, he was 1.1.
Yeah, but I didn't expect even that. 325. So let's see it. What's two strike counts? What's he? Because league average two strike counts. Maybe we're being too hard on him.
Right.
Is a 509 OPS with a 168 batting average, 244 on base.
507 batting or 507 OPS, 175, 239.
So okay, it's not awful. We just would like that to get above league average.
Right. I
Like,
guess that's
nicely above it.
Jazz during everything else in his game is above league average.
Yeah.
Significantly.
Yeah.
That there he turns into
Quick hands.
Quick
I don't know
hands.
if the video we're watching on him is a swing or defense.
It's defensive oriented. We didn't get to watch him at second base last year. It'll be a second base.
Okay,
defense.
because when he can turn on an inside ball and hit a homer, it's fast. I remember being like, whoa. And
It's
very
impressive.
athletic at third.
Impressive. Yeah, as I click around the numbers a little bit, I like a lot of it, man. And there's a lot of times I get embarrassed about the Yankee juice because I'm wondering how much of when I was a little kid and I'd see a Yankee come over and have 2 good months or 1 year or whatever it was, how much of me was just dreaming that as a child. But Jazz, you saw it. It was visual. The faces he was making. Like he looked like the little leaguer. Like I think that's why he adopted that kid, Mueller-Hesvigen.
Russell McGee
Russell McGee,
from Wichita, Kansas.
the Bahamas of the mid.
He was from some mountain country. Spring training, 2 strikes still playing him, so maybe we shouldn't
Sure.
even expect that.
Yeah, and a lot of guys are. It was the one thing that stood out that it was, again, doing Cody Bellinger, the stats would tell you like 2 strikes, lean forward, like you might get more of a slap and you might get something. Jazz, it felt like the desperation of baseball kicked in a little bit.
He was really fun when he came over, huh?
Yeah. Came over really hot. Crushed that Phillies series. The hype train really left the station there. And then, hey, I know a complete unfair ask to play third base, which we've circled up a lot of times between Boone, Cashman, the Yankees organization. The fact he's playing third was kind of crazy on a lot of notes that I think his postseason hitting we have kind of moved on from. But, yeah, down the stretch and in the postseason, he wasn't good.
So, what are you looking for, like, statistically? Because I I want his speed to come into play. He can hit homers. He wants to win a Silver Slugger.
Right.
I want him to just be in games every game. Like, I'd rather consistent help. 1 for 4 with a homer. I would rather. I don't want a 250 high slug out of Jazz because I feel like it limits, unless his OBP is really higher. But statistically, his OBP has not been like crazy higher than his batting average.
Yeah, I guess the vibe Jazz gives off is what you're talking about, but also everything on the baseball card. If I didn't know Jazz's body type, I'd be like, okay, this guy's a little bit of a slugger. Like 249 career batting average, a 311 on base, but a 446 slug. There's some real pop in that bat. So I know what you're saying. Like, with his speed,
yeah, it's so dynamic.
you think the batting average should have a little bit of a boost.
Or the on base.
And it did with the Yankees. So I don't know. It's not his. I don't think it's his toolkit.
It's not. I just looked at all his minor league numbers,
Yeah.
and he's never really been an OBP guy. So I will remove it from how I ask. Let's not go too low,
Right.
Tuwitsky. Let's stay around 310, 320. I can't go below 310.
Yeah, I mean, that's
got to come with slug, and when you're on base, you're running.
last year over the course of the season, Yankees and Marlins, where he was actually walking a little bit more but less pop. He landed at 324 on base and career 311. So if we're being honest, I think it's going to be in that neck of the woods. Could he get the Yankee Stadium boost and a couple more balls land in the stands, and that gets to 330? Maybe, but also, like we've noted, because of that short right field, less balls get down, that he might lose a couple hits that way. So I don't know. I think Jazz, before he came over, there's some reputation stuff you mentioned, or just through the media, people forming opinions. He also had a little bit of an injury history before playing a $147 last year. So let's just put that in our rear view. That
Done.
I guess I just want him to be consistently you. Like, you're going to be in the middle of the lineup. I'm sure there's going to be tough week and a halves. I'm sure there's going to be amazing week and a halves. But I need you to be out there, and like, I kind of know what I'm going to get.
Isla would also like all of that, plus balls up the middle, which might lead into BBD's video. But I remember a while ago watching defensive highlights, and his range up the middle at second was really nice. It's an exciting time for sports. Spring training, as you know. Also, the most exciting month in college basketball is here, with underdogs ready to fight their way to the top and established teams ready to defend their titles. This is the time to lock in your picks with our partners at DraftKings. Right now, all new customers who bet just $5 will get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you use code YANKS. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use code YANKS. Bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's code YANKS only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Whose swing was that?
Stu.
Okay, so to his left twice. Nice and nice.
Athlete.
Easy.
And a liner out towards second.
Ooh, nice. Some air. Oh, toss.
Ground ball. Jazz with the diving stop and makes the play to first base. Out of the infield against Smith, who hits it right at Jazz.
Hot shot.
He likes a hot shot.
That's what we saw.
And then he
third.
likes to look at the ball. Oh,
Come on
boy.
now.
That's the deal.
Slater with a
Damn, he likes hot shots.
He likes a hot shot.
play by Chisholm.
That's why he liked the hot corner. There you go. So he likes the glove flip to the bare hand as well.
Walsh up the middle. Chisholm over there makes a nice play. Throws out
The arm's
Walsh.
awesome.
Now Freeman scorches one. What a stop by Chisholm. Check the webbing.
Hell yes.
Sharply
Okay,
hit.
that's it short.
By Jazz. Up with it. Throw to
That's
fourth.
it short.
Up with it.
Chisholm Jr.
The old shift days. Ooh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Has not been found. 3-0 pitch is blooped with a broken bat, and
Glaber
Chisholm
gets there.
puts his glove under
Glaber's
it.
only missed one
Oh,
pop in
wow.
the screen.
Steamer, it'll
Great
probably
Pablos.
be 98 or 100.
In the air, shallow right. It's gonna be
Man.
Jazz to get
Can you
there.
do rewind that one? Because I
It's
haven't
gonna be
I haven't
Jazz.
seen a less interested first baseman.
In the air,
Well, you got
shallow
Jazz
right.
over there.
I think that's
It's gonna
Coop.
be Jazz to get there. And a
Going
long
to
way to go. That ball
So what I've learned is after he
Loves a
makes a
glove
play,
toss.
he loves a glove toss.
is
And a hot shot.
second, and Jazz gets to it, and they turn the double play.
Someone count like plays made on exit velos. You know what I mean? Because I feel like he's got to be up there.
Okay.
Kind of makes more sense now why he adjusted to third kind of so naturally.
Yeah, hot shot.
Fine on the hot shots.
What have BRF projections got for him?
I've got good news for you. Baseball Reference with an 82% reliability. Wow.
Oh,
Has him hitting 256 with a 321 on base, a 773 OPS, 23 homers, 31 steals, and 549 plate appearances. So he played 147 last year. He had a little under 100 more plate appearances, 80 more. So they're shorting him on the games a little bit because in the previous years he didn't play as many.
fine, whatever.
But that stat line is, I think, the most honest one I've seen from Baseball Reference. I think it's right around his career averages with a little Yankee Stadium, Yankee lineup boost.
I'd take that with great defense.
Right.
Give me,
This is him probably missing 2 weeks, 3 weeks of the season.
and we put those in, we get 4 more steals.
Right. He would
Because
want
I
2
took the
more
over
homers.
on him and Volpe 65.
Right. Yeah, I guess I'm interested to see, does he have Yankee Stadium-itis? Is he chasing 30 homers or 50 steals?
Homers.
You'd think, right?
He didn't say he was going to win the Golden Feet.
I think steals count towards Silver Slugger.
Steals?
Yeah. Just like your offensive output.
I mean, it's just a voted award.
So they
Thought
help.
it was slugging.
Silver Slugger, I could see how that factors in.
Yeah.
Just same as Gold Glove. but for
Rise isn't going
bats.
to win a Silver Slugger.
He's won a couple, I think.
Has he?
Let's see. 2-time Silver Slugger. Yeah.
So Silver Slugger.
It's a hitting award.
Just say
yeah.
best
It's,
player.
it's Gold
Offensive-
Glove, but
best
for
hit.
hitting.
Best offensive player at a position is the
Each
goal.
league.
I should rename that. Shows how much I don't care about those awards.
I know. Now that you know,
Really bums people out. I still don't care.
I know. It won't process.
Yeah. Ozzy Albies has fielded the most balls over 90 miles per hour for outs at second base.
Okay.
But I did like over the course of a bajillion years, so since 2019, that's just got to be he's out there.
Right.
Yeah.
What
He
year
hasn't
were
been
all
put at
those?
second
What
in a
year were all
while.
those Jazz highlights from? 20.
They were basically all 2021 or 2, I want to say. Basically all 2022. Yeah, a little of both. But, yeah, since then, they got a Rise who got penciled in at second. Jazz went to the outfield, and he has only gotten a couple games at second base since in the last 2-3 years. So
Man, to
Going
have all
back.
those quick reflexes and just dead in the outfield.
Bored.
No one's using them.
Well, he did say he wanted to win the Gold Glove center field. So he likes all the awards you hate.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Gold Glove is really dumb. I like batting title.
Sure.
One guy.
Yep. Kinda. Some of the games played stuff kicks in and you do the
I trust them.
right.
I trust them.
They have a system.
each league.
They have a
Yeah.
system.
Yeah. Well, anything else? Bunch of smiles and good sayings.
Yeah, keep the vibes up. Maybe like Yeah, make sure the young guys are having fun. Like, he's kind of the middle area. Like, make sure Dominguez and the Oswalds are having a good time. Because end of the day, Judge is going to do captain stuff. You and Belly are talking about your two kids.
Mm-hmm.
Goldie, I mean, the Goldie Jazz buddy cop. The Goldie Jazz buddy cop.
The Goldie Jazz, like the right side of the infield, have fun with each other. That's a big ask.
Different versions of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But grow a relationship.
Yes.
And shout out to Craig Shipley from Parramatta, New South Wales, Australia, scouted Jazz.
Maybe Jazz calls him Oldie instead of Goldie.
Ooh, oldie and Jazz.
Oldies love jazz.
Tell us what you think. Goodbye. How many MLB players do you think have come from Australia?
Oh, I feel like I looked this up the other day. 22.
38 Australians have played at least one MLB game. Of those, 33 were born in Australia. The remainder have been born elsewhere but raised in Australia. 25 pitchers, 13 position players.